Hello, this is Total Transparency, and like I said, I want to make videos a little bit more consistently, and there's a lot on my mind today. So, I kind of wanted to talk about hope for the future and how that stands when everything falls apart. As many of you all know, that I'm currently living in a poly house and find myself with boyfriends, people like that, and just my life is kind of a revolving door of people right now. And believe it or not, this isn't how I wanted my life to turn out. However, it's kind of the best thing I have. It all started when, well, I mean, many of you all already know the story. It all started when I had to go with a known donor for my kid. Me and my husband were still happily married, but we were happy and looking to start a family before my transition. However, he has a genetic disorder called Noonan's with multiple antigens, or leopard syndrome. And this is a 50-50 shot whether the kid has it. In many instances, they die. So, in kind of a moment of despair, we went with a donor. Managed to get pregnant on around a Clomid, and they died. Very early term miscarriage, and since then, things just haven't been the same, because infertility and child loss kind of ruins a person. So I guess you could say infertility is something I've been struggling to come to terms with. But even though our lives are kind of a revolving door of people right now, I'm sad and I'm happy all at the same time. I really, really wanted a nuclear family. I wanted to have the 2.5 kids and a dog, and maybe not a white picket fence, more of like a wrought iron kind of thing. Gotta love that Addams Family like aesthetic. And losing that, knowing that I'm never going to have kids, I'm never going to have a nuclear family. I'm estranged. My husband has a genetic disorder, and I'm probably something is seriously wrong with me reproductively. So having to choose medical care over my own children and over everything else just to save my life, that was one of the hardest decisions I'd ever come to. So as things progressed, as I had to get on testosterone, as I had to pursue surgery, things just changed. My husband isn't a gay man, he's straight. I can't make him like me. We want to stay married, but this is the best thing we have. Even though everybody is quick to condemn us as whores and fornicators and womanizers, whatever you want to call us, if there's one thing I really wish they could understand, is beggars can't be fucking choosers. There's nothing left of my original goals for the future. They're all gone. There is no family. There is no sea creature. There's just us and a body count in our marriage at this point. It doesn't change the love we have, but I guess my point is I'd rather come home to a bunch of different people who love each other than ever go back to... My feelings are complicated. I used to idealize the nuclear family, because I'd always wanted a normal, healthy, happy one. But growing up the way I did, and seeing how a lot of nuclear families function, I know this can't be the case. all it is obligation. People may or may not like each other, and there's constant conflict. I'm not saying there aren't happy nuclear families, but I've kind of come to the conclusion that the concept's, well, overrated. So honestly, I'm sad that all my hope for the future is gone, or all my hope for my original future. It's just down the drain. It's up in flames. You name it. Everything I ever wanted is destroyed. So out of the ashes of that, I guess coming home to a lot of different people who, well, give a shit and are there when I need to cry about my kid or talk about everything I ever wanted out of life. I'd rather have something like that than a bunch of people that are obligated to each other by genetics. So, before you start calling us names, before you condemn us, please know that this isn't what we wanted, but we're doing the very, very best with what we have. And, well, the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb, and I'm just gonna be glad to have a lot of people waking me up from surgery on the day it happens in 6 months. So, I'm sorry to kind of ramble to you, but I guess I'm just, point of it is all of my hopes for the future. I'm sad. I don't know what to do without them. At the same time, I'm completely disillusioned with the idea of the nuclear family and Western civilization and this and that. So, we did the best of what we could. And honestly, it kind of hurts to see people condemn a lot of different people coming together out of their own tragedies to create a loving household. So I just kind of wanted to share that, and I wanted to kind of spread the message that all families are valid, and to those who have everything, to the kid who can get pregnant under the bleachers one try, the people who have 3 kids that they hate and will be so quick to condemn us. Please stop taking your situation for granted. Before you condemn anybody else, why don't you ask us why? Why is it like this? What happened? Did you have dreams once? I don't know. It'd just be nicer if everybody were to give each other the benefit of the doubt. It'd be nice to get the benefit of any kind of doubt with a poly household. I know it's controversial as all hell, but this is the best that I have, and I guess I'm okay with that. Well, I'm about to go on a date in a few, so I just kind of wanted to do a quick video log and document what some of my thoughts are on the road to transitioning, on the road to building a family, on the road to being a better man. This has been Total Transparency. Peace out.